tell because thick wall, right? And the septum is the same thickness as here, and that's because this is part of the left wall. It is part of the right wall also, but you see that the right side is shaped like a crescent, right? And that's because this thinner wall gets deformed and pulled around this one. Okay. This is out of a sheep, actually, or a girl. Just kidding.
My heart really is that size.
Wow, I know. Now, right here, I put my thumb under something. Right here, it's a bridge going between this structure and this structure. What's this structure?
Aorta.
Aorta, and you can tell because this is where calamari comes from, right? And then this one is the pulmonary trunk. So what's this? The bridge between ligaments and arterioles. If it flies when you say that. Now, in the exam, don't be saying stuff like that. If it's to yourself, but not out loud. Everybody understands? All right. Okay. So this is actually an old heart, but it has some good stuff. So on this side, this is the pulmonary trunk, right? Is it an artery or a vein?
It's an artery.
It's an artery. And how can you tell? Thick walls, right? The veins have thin walls. Okay, if you open this up, you can see that there's a, you can see there's a shirt pocket right there. So what is that? Pulmonary semilunar valve, right? Okay. And then this is the right atrium. Now, here's the thing. When you look at the heart, the way I tell ventral from dorsal is I look for the pulmonary trunk and an oblique interventricular sulcus. See how it goes obliquely across here? If you look at the dorsal side, the sulcus is going straight, and there is no pulmonary trunk. Okay.
Just the coronary sulcus. Is that where the coronary sulcus?
Coronary sulcus goes around
on the
like the
dorsal
waist
side.
of the. Well, it goes
On
all the
both
way
sides?
around. Yeah.
It's more.
But on this side, there's going to be the coronary sinus. Yeah. Okay. Now this right here is a really thin wall. See it? And it's an opening, so it's a vein, right? So that is the caudal vena cava, right? And then the cranial vena cava has been cut kind of funny, but it's right up here. You'll see right here at the base of the aorta, there's a big opening. That's the brachiocephalic.
Artery.
So is it the left or the right? There's only one. So here's what happens: the aorta goes like an arch, like this, and the brachiocephalic goes straight up off it like that. And when they cut it, they just cut it right down here at the base, so you don't see it, but you can see the hole, and the hole goes into the aorta, or it comes from the aorta. Okay. In this side, you can see the pectinate muscles. Okay. You can see here tricuspid valve, the chordae tendineae.
Moderator band.
Moderator band, it's a little bit torn. Moderator bands vary tremendously in size. Some will be the size of my finger, and some will be the size of a piece of linguine.
The one that we had in college was really bad.
Some are thick, some are thin. It's just the way they are. So be aware that there is variation on that they're not all the same. We can't really see pectinate muscles on this one very well. So let's see this. This is a nice new heart. Okay, what is this right here? Anybody know? Pericardium, right. And what's this right here?
That's the
Bronchus, and you can tell because
It's
cartilaginous rings, right? The cartilaginous rings are the key.
Like a moon.
Well, a lot of times they'll be pretty round. Yeah, we just look for the cartilage. If there's cartilage there, it's not a vessel. It's a bronchus. Okay. And the way always to tell is to put a probe in. Remember, always use the blunt end of the probe. So this is the caudal vena cava right here that's been cut off. And this is the cranial vena cava right here. Again, thin walls, okay? And they're gonna both lead to the right atrium. Okay, right here there's an opening. And so if you gently, and gentle is the key here, because you could make holes in solid muscle if you push hard enough. Okay, but if you gently push that in, you'll see that it comes out into this chamber right up here, which is what? What's that chamber? Where my finger is pointing.
Oh, left.
Left atrium, and we can tell it's the left side because thick wall on this side. This is gonna be the left. Here's the right over here. Everybody with me? If this goes into the left atrium, that opening must be a pulmonary vein. Pulmonary veins go to the atria, right, the left atrium, and the pulmonary arteries go away from the heart, okay? The pulmonary arteries are all gonna go back to the pulmonary trunk. So, this right here, there's an opening, and if I push it, it comes out of the pulmonary trunk. So that's a pulmonary artery, that's the right pulmonary artery. And the left is right there. Okay, again, I'm using the blunt end, right? Okay, and here's somebody was slicing some calamari, they just didn't quite finish. Okay, so we got the sulcus, this is the left ventricle, right ventricle, left atrium, right atrium. We saw the moderator band already. I didn't show you the
Tricuspid or bicuspid?
tricuspid or bicuspid. Oh, wait a minute. Right here, there's a, that's not real obvious. Right here, there's a big pimple right here. This big pimple is papillary muscle, okay? So you can see, and here's the thing about papillary muscles. If I were to tag one, it's always going to have chordae tendineae coming. That's what they have. So there'll be chordae tendineae going from it to the valve.
Okay.
Okay. Here is something that looks like a shirt pocket. So this is aortic semilunar valve because it's the base of the aorta. This is the aorta right there. Okay, everybody follow?
Yep.
Now the coronary sinus. I'm going to show you. The coronary sinus, if you're really gentle, you put the probe into it, it will come out into this sulcus. And right here where my finger is, and if you look, you can see it move. You see that move?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the coronary sinus. Coronary sinus is like a Quonset hut. So the only thing I didn't show you, and this is the apex down here, the only thing I didn't show you maybe is the fossa valves. So let me find a heart that's been cut so I can show you that. Anybody think of something else I didn't show you? Vena cava. Oh yeah, I showed vena cava. So cranial vena cava is up here, caudal vena cava is here. They're both going to go into the right atrium.
The valves on the left and the right.
Oh,
Tricuspid and bicuspid.
tricuspid and bicuspid. I did show you the tricuspid valve. So this is the tricuspid. We can tell it's the tricuspid because this is the right side, and we can tell it's the right side because thin wall. And then over here is the bicuspid valve, and the chordae tendineae are going to be attached to it, right? And we can tell this is the left side because thick walls. Everybody follow? So the wall thickness is going to be key for you. Tell them left and right. Okay. All right, let me get a heart that's been cut through the right atrium.